Hey guys, so I'm here to do the full moon in Leo readings. I'm going to be using my empowerment deck. These will be time stamped, so that will be in the description box below. Ignore my thumb, I've got a sore boo-boo. Feeling sorry for myself with it. So they'll be time stamped, so if you hit the more or hit the arrow, whatever, it drops down the description box and you can just click on yours. Check your sun, your moon, your rising and your Venus signs. If you don't know them, find out what time you were born. Just go on Google and just type in natal chart, put your information in. It'll tell you everything that you need to know. But the main ones that you need to look for is your sun, your moon, your rising, which is your ascendant, and your Venus signs. Always check your moon signs on the moon anyway. But we are on the Leo full moon. So this moon, I should have known anyway, but this week I have been so stressed and getting so angry at people, and you know, but then when that happens, you've got to see what's angering you. If you're just angry at one person, then it's something that person's done, it's triggering you. But I was angry at everybody. And it's like, right, why am I getting angry? I need to sit with this. So at 4 o'clock this morning, I was still sat up in bed, wide awake. Why am I so angry? What is it that is triggering me at the moment? And it was my people pleaser part of me. So I have been so drained lately, migraines, off with my sleep, insomnia, that type of thing, getting poorly, getting infections, you know, that type of thing. And then I realised my whole life has been about healing other people, especially the past 12 months. It's been nuts. I suffered a nervous breakdown last year and things like that. I have no balance between work and personal life. And to be honest, I have no personal life because my whole life has been revolved, well, my work life has been revolved around other people and their problems and things like that. And it's been a massive slap in face this week. Seriously, I'm not going to go into detail, but it has been a serious crack in face. And then I thought, you know what? It's the Leo full moon. What does it do? It brings that inner roar out in you. And instead of roaring at other people, I needed to roar at myself. So at 4 o'clock this morning, I ordered a brand new phone. So now I have got one for work and one for personal. So when I go out, my work phone is staying at home. At night, whatever, when I'm not working, it is being turned off. And that is my time. It's time for me to have a personal life. 2023 is all about Lynn's for me. And I come first. I will always be there to help everybody else, but I need to create that balance between work life and my personal life. I need to get a personal life, to be honest. So that's where I am at with this. So instead of roaring at everybody else, I sat down with that anger and I figured it out. So where are you roaring? Who are you wanting to roar at? What situations are you wanting to roar at? That's what you need to sit with this moon. This is what you need to release. I am releasing myself from everybody else, and I'm going to be working on me, you know. So I'm going to start with Leo. So I'm using my empowerment. They're just going to be a quick empowerment readings. We've got the abandoned card, but it's about releasing people. So people who are, you know, they're black for a reason. It's like negative situations, could be work, you know, that type of thing. Wherever you're surrounded by negative people, exactly what I was talking about. I don't have Leo in my chart. Well, I do actually. My Lilith is in Leo, so maybe there's a sign. Maybe I need to look into that. My Lilith is in Leo. But yeah, the hand of the divine is saying now it's ready to lead you towards people and places that are going to bring more light into your life. So you're ready to cleanse that cycle as well. What's costing that is your sacral chakra. So it could be family, could be your own children, could be partners. So it's like you're going through a sacral chakra cleanse with the Leo full moon, which is good. Past memories, past relationships. It's like it's time to let it go. It's time to, that's where your blocks are for your Leo full moon, Leo. It's your sacral chakra. Why is it coming round now? Recognition. And you're recognising a cycle that you've been kind of going round and round in regards to other people. So it's time to do what's best for you. My Lilith is definitely, I need to look into that, don't I? Because I'm resonating really well with the Leo full moon this year, which is good. Yeah, recent past, we've got a congratulations card. You've recognised these cycles, but it's like, what are you going to do about it? The congratulations card is my trump card. So you've been given your energy wings. It's now time to use the gifts and strengths that these wings carry to provide guidance and empowerment to yourself and others, your experiences or your qualifications. You've already learnt that lesson, but I feel like it's time to put it into practice. Yeah, because at present, call of the wild. And it's that raw, it's that energy. It's like you want to be untamed, unshackled, unleashed. You know, there could be a lot of dream work going on with the moon. I don't sleep on full moons. It's really strange. It's like my body just synchronizes. You know, even towards my sacral chakra as well. I actually have my periods. I menstruate on a full moon now. You know, talk about being a crone. I'm out of the fertility run. I'm out of the maiden run. But Call of the Wild, you know, it's saying that you're protected and it's time to be like, protect yourself, especially from other people and especially from situations that you shouldn't be in, that you've been in for longer than you should. Because going forward, we've got dark night of the soul. And I'm not saying you're hitting the dark night of the soul. What I'm saying is, if you stay in situations for longer than you should, you're going to hit the dark night of the soul again. Because you've already got the answers that you need in order to move forward. So some of my Leos are stuck. It's time to pick that lantern up like you did before and move yourself out of that. Your power is the divine protection that you've got right now. It's to trust that it's happening for a reason, because the divine are protecting you. The outside influence to that is fertility. There could be children involved as well, but the fertility card is the Empress card in my deck. And it's like a brand new playing field. What do you want in your new world? You know, it's time for a new. It's time to kind of get rid of the old. You wouldn't keep an old barn on your land if it were rotting and it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know even know why I'm going on about barns. So what, someone might have horses. I don't know, or farm. But I don't even know why I went on about barns then. But it's like keeping an old car on your drive that don't work. And it's just taking up room. It's just there. Let go. Let it go. Take it to the tip. Or whatever. Bulldoze it. In your hopes and fears, the throat chakra. And I feel like it's about finding the words and speaking the words that you need to. You know, opening the throat chakra, because whatever we hold within poisons us, not other people. So speaking your truth. Your outcome is the secret keeper. That's your bullshit radar. You know, your bullshit radar's on. It's who I can trust and who I can't trust. So there's definitely an element of needing to get away from certain situations. Are you bullshitting yourself? Do you know what I mean? Because I had to sit there last night and think to myself, do you know what? I am bullshitting myself, because everybody thinks I'm this big time healer and I can fix everyone's problems, but I'm not fixing my own. Yeah, I have, but I don't listen to my own words. So it's time for me to fix me. And that's where I had to face my own BS. Do you know what I mean? So where are you BSing yourself? It's time for that shock on yourself. Mirror work, shadow work. Stand there in front of a mirror. What do I need to do? Tell yourself. Tell yourself. So, strong reading, Leo, but I like it. I do like it. So, take it as it resonates. I am going on to Cancer now. Full moon in Leo. How are we affecting Cancer? Third eye chakra. Nice. Seeing the bigger picture of things. It's time to see the bigger picture of things. The third eye chakra is not about looking behind. It's about focusing on the future and the bigger picture of why everything's happened. So, any crossing or challenges for my Cancerians? Elijah, my guide of communication. So I feel like you're getting communication from the actual universe this year. What am I on about? This full moon. Honestly, my words. This full moon. I feel like it's giving you an insight, especially with the magpie being there. You know, it's almost like spirit are going to be gossiping to you. Spirit are going to be telling you things. You know, so no one's going to be able to keep secrets. You'll be able to people read really easily with this Leo full moon, Cancer. Why's it coming round? Dark night of the soul. You've been there, done that. You're not being pulled back there. I feel like Cancerians, you need to be careful as well about pulling energies in that are going through the dark night of the soul. It's okay to help people go through the dark night of the soul, but you don't want to get dragged into someone's. You don't want to end up in a cycle of going through the dark night of the soul because you've been pulled into someone else's. It's okay to sit there and, you know, hold space for someone who's going through that, but you don't need to go through it again. You know, you're not a rehab for broken people. That's what I wanted to say. And I feel, again, that's a strong message in your reading. Because in the recent past, we've got karma. You've paid your karmic dues. You've learnt your karmic lessons. You may be still in the middle of doing that, but that's why the third eye chakra's open, because you're looking back over them karmic lessons and you're understanding why they came around and how they came around, your part in that, you know. So I like that. Yeah, at present, we've got the root chakra. So it's all about your groundedness, you holding space for yourself and not being dragged into other people's karmic patterns. When we constantly want to save people, we're stopping their karmic lessons. You know, sometimes we've got to step back and say, I'm going to be here through it. I'll hold your hand, I'll hold space for you, but you've got to do the work. So Cancer, yeah, it's all about connection. So coming up, like near future with the moon, we've got connection. So it is your connections with other people. It's connections with your higher self. You know, so it's about working on your third eye, looking back over these karmic cycles. What put you in the dark night of the soul in the past? Maybe you've got a message to carry. Your power is choice and direction. So again, you've ended karmic cycles. You've paid off karmic debts. Now your path is starting to open. Use your third eye chakra. Which path do I need to choose? You're at the like kind of forefront gates of opening up to which path you want to go down. So there's going to be a lot of choices and options coming up. The outside influence is the moon. I love this, Cancer. I absolutely love it. So you're really working with this moon energy. In the hopes and fears, recognition. And that's a hope that you recognize the light. You recognize the cycles that you've been going through with this karma. You know, you don't have to relive those cycles. There's the hope. And your outcome is the ruins. I like this because, like I was saying with the Leo reading, it is about like bricks and mortar. We can't rebuild it. Sometimes you've got to bulldoze past it. And you've got to go for that brand new fresh start, you know, a more natural start. Because when you do that and people see you do that and changing your life and things like that, standing your ground with yourself, when people see that, you start a ripple effect of healing. And those ripples go out and they touch everybody. So, again, I'm going to say it's okay to hold space for someone who's going through healing, but you don't have to get involved in that healing. You know, you can be there for somebody, but you don't have to fully get involved in it. It's not yours. You've got to focus on your healing right now, Cancer. So I like that. You've got to look back at the karmic cycles that you've been through. You know, you've paid off your karmic dues. And if you're seeing it in other people, maybe you can, you know, use your experiences to help other people kind of help theirs. So, Gemini, recognition, feeling on top of the world. Are you recognizing your light? You know, it's all about recognition. What's crossing that is Lilith. This is so weird. So I'm a Gemini sun and a Gemini rising, and my Lilith is in Leo. So crossing with Lilith, it's to use that Lilith energy. It's to use that divine feminine energy that we all have, whether we're masculine or feminine. We all have that. We all have both. But now with this full moon, it's to use the divine feminine energy. Lilith is the goddess of boundaries, learning to say no. She's the transformation when we're in serpent form. You know, so if you're feeling constricted and tight and you like, I want to get out of this, a serpent grows as it heals, as it, you know, a serpent sheds that skin. So you're being asked to shed skin with Lilith, and it's also to not put up with. So the Lilith energy is like, no, I won't do that. If I don't want to do it, I won't do it. So where are you being asked to do things that you don't want to do? Have you got the power to say, actually, no, that don't resonate with me, I don't want to do it? Or have you been people pleasing like I was talking about at the beginning of the video? So this full moon energy is definitely bringing, oh, we've got a flyer right across the room. Why is it coming round now? Manifest and love. Are you trying to manifest love? You know, Gemini, love is, I know the card is a male and a female, you know, but it's about self-love as well. Manifesting self-love. And as I was talking about, so I am really resonating with this video. As I was talking about at the beginning of the video, I'm manifesting love for myself because I have no balance between work and personal. I don't even have a personal life. So now I am focusing on my personal life. And that's what this Leo full moon is bringing around for me. Where is it bringing it around for you? You know, have you been in a cycle of having bad relationships? Because Lilith is the protector of, like, you know, the abuse. She gives you that power to go up against your abusers and people who are putting too much on you. She gives you that power to stand your ground and say no. So if you're wanting to manifest love in some way from other people or for yourself, it is about boundaries. This full moon is bringing in that lion energy for you to have boundaries. Because in the past, we've got the devil card, temptation. So there has been something, jealousy, envy, toxic relationships, people bringing you into their toxic type of like paths and things like that. It is the devil card. So you're going up against people or you're going up against energies that have been toxic in the past, because at present we've got the ruins. So it may be feeling draining, but all this, push it to the side. If it's not for you, there's no point in carrying it. You know, it's obviously a time where she's resting, she's on the floor, but nature's coming back around. You know, you haven't lost your light. You're going for something more natural, and I feel like that's what you're manifesting. Something more natural, something that runs of a natural course. Something that you don't have to push and force. So, near future with this moon, what's it bringing in? Cutting cords. I like it. I like it. So the people or the situations that you've got cords to, so you could be working on trauma bonds with the Leo full moon. You're cutting the cords. So you're ascending. You feel lighter. It feels airier. You know, you don't have to drag yourself down, especially in regards to this in the past. You're fully releasing with this Leo full moon. I like it. So, power, your heart. Roll like a lion, Gemini. Your power is your heart. You know, it's that heart chakra energy. So, before anyone else needs your love, you need your love. You need it. Outside influence to that is karma. You know, so you're seeing where the karmic connections are, the karmic relationships, the karmic partners, the karmic scenarios that are going on in life. And you're ready to cut the cord to them. I like it. It's like this time round, with this Leo full moon, it's like I am cutting karmic cords. I am going into my heart. I'm working on me. In your hopes and fears, your bullshit radar, the secret keeper. So the secret keeper watches you back. You know who to trust and you know who you don't trust. This Leo full moon could be, right, I need some solitary time. I need to put my cloak of illusion up so people can't just see me or kind of drag to me, that type of thing, while I work through this, while I cut these cords. Because your outcome is guidance. You know, she's picked up that lantern and yeah, she don't know exactly where she's going. You know, the path is dark, but every step forward is going to be illuminated and she's being guided towards somebody. So Gemini, take that guidance. You're being guided towards people. You're being guided towards a part of yourself that's not karmic. But the Gemini reading does look like it's more based on relationships, friendships, that type of thing. So I really like that for Geminis. So now I'm going to go into Taurus. I know I'm doing these really quick. And do you know why? Because there's a programme on tonight. And the last one is on tonight. And I really want to watch it. So again, doing something for me. So Taurus. Main energy, soul sisters. And the abandoned card. So Taurus, it looks like you are definitely, there's like, you could have two circles of people around you. It could be it could even be jobs, you know, that type of thing. You're realising who's got you and who hasn't, who uses you and who wants you to be there, you know, who needs you and who wants you. So I like it. already. Yeah, because what's crossing that energy is choice in direction. So it's like you're calling in your soul tribe. But sometimes in order to go towards your soul tribe, you've got to release the karmics. So it's like your path is being open towards new people, new experiences. You've just got to choose. Because at present, you're in the queen mode. So I do feel like you're ready to choose. I feel like you're sitting there and, you know, if you look at the queen, she's got everything she wants, but she doesn't look happy. It looks like she's missing out on something. And I feel like you're missing out on true connection. So whether it be, you know, friends, love or whatever, but I feel like it is like a soul tribe. I want to be surrounded by people who want the same things as me or who have the same kind of morals as me, you know, that type of energy. But it's like I'm not fighting for things anymore. I don't need to fight for friendships or relationships, that type of thing. She's hung the sword up. She's got the books of knowledge, the shut. She's learnt them lessons and she's feeling quite balanced at the moment. So, Taurus, it's like you want balance around like your social life. Yeah, yours come out in twos. So in the recent past, we have karma and we've got the devil card as well. So toxic relationships, toxic friendships, could even be family, you know, that type of thing. But you're realising the karmics. So yours is going towards your soul tribe. So karmic connections definitely being shut, whether it be friends, whether it be lovers, you know, that type of thing. But you're realising the karmics. Yeah, so at present, it's like you're taking time out. We've got the knowledge card. I love this reading, Taurus. You've got the knowledge card. So you're soaking up that knowledge. And I feel like in the next couple of weeks, it is about what do you do when you're on your own? You know, rather than sitting there bored, you don't need someone to fill your time. You can fill your time. Because I shared something on the Divinely on Facebook today, and it was something like, your people will find you. You know, it was popping in my head all morning. Because going forward, we've got Call of the Wild. Some of my Tauruses will be drawn towards nature, the wild, wildlife, retreats, you know, that type of thing. But it is, you're doing the work. You know, you've got the dream catcher there. You've got the animal spirit, you know, allow your lion heart to roar with that Leo energy. Have you got people around you, douse your flame? You don't need friends or naysayers around you when you're trying to change your life and they're like, oh no, I won't do that. Or just remember that they're speaking of that on their like opinion of themselves. It's just, you know, you've got to keep going forward. So it sounds like you've been around like just negative naysayers. You're coming out of it. Your power in a 2 again, double whammy, is to recognise where you're being drained, where it's not going to be going anywhere with the, you know, the bricks, the mortar, the rubble in the background. It's not going anywhere. So you want something more natural. It's to recognise that story. It's to heal. It's to heal. Some of my Tauruses are going to be definitely looking at like more holistic things, holistic remedies, you know, that type of thing, for sleep, for depressive thoughts, outside influence. 2 again, double whammy, Taurus. Solar plexus. You know, being guided by the solar plexus and not this. This is the central nervous system. This is the main brain of the body, the solar plexus. And that's where you need balance. You know, there's a lot of Libra energy in yours I'm picking up as well with the scales. But, so you may have Libra in your chart, Taurus. But it's about what can you do? What connections are you holding on to? You know, is it a connection to yourself? Is it a connection to someone else? It looks like someone else with soul sisters and that being there. In your hopes and fears, the throat chakra. And I feel like you want to be around people that you can speak your truth with. I feel like you dilute your words, Taurus, depending on who you're around. Because your outcome is manifest. What do you want to manifest? You're opening the playing field. What do you want to manifest? If you're diluting yourself, you're going to manifest more scenarios, more friendships, more relationships where you can't speak your truth and where you're having to pretend to be someone else. Whereas if you open your throat chakra and you're like, actually, no, I want to be with people who resonate on my frequency, on my vibration, you're going to manifest more people around you like that. So I love this reading. You've got the choice in direction. Do you want to go backwards or do you want to go forwards? So strong reading, Taurus. Aries. Aries for the Leo moon. Let's have a look. Oh, Soul Sisters. Aries, you've got good people around you. Good people. Stick with them through the Leo full moon, because it's the people around you as well as your spirit guides that are offering you protection. You've got people around you that want to protect you. You may have people around that you want to protect as well. So nice energy for Aries. You know, these soul tribe energy. That will coming up in Taurus as well. Why is it coming round the moon? So the moon is kind of bringing in your soul tribe. The moon is definitely showing you who deserves your protection and who doesn't. And it's going to show you who wants to protect you, who wants to help you and be there for you. In the past, we've got the secret keeper. So yeah, you've had snaky people around. Sorry, my hair's doing me in. You've had snaky people around you in the past. So you've had, it's like you've kind of put that cloak up. The cloak of illusion is your bullshit radar. That's what that card means to me. That's why I drew it, because it's like when I went quiet, when I drew this card, it was like a period where I was really quiet, but I was weighing everybody up. I was people watching. I was weighing up their energies, what I felt, who I trusted, that type of thing. And that's the cycle that you've been in. You know who you can trust now. So at present, right now, letting go and cutting the cords. And I don't feel like it's hurting you, Aries. I feel like you know who you can let go of. It's just whatever's been dragging you down, you know, whatever's been feeling like it's been drowning you. It's like a complete, the Leo moon is bringing in like a freedom energy for Aries. And she's sitting on a swing. She's reminiscing. She's like, it can't hurt her anymore. It's in the past. These secret keepers, people who've told lies, people, you know, who've hurt your feelings, that type of thing. You can let it go. So maybe it's brought a lot of like inner work up for yourself, the things that have been going on. And that's always good anyway, when we can look at our triggers and we can see what in ourselves we can change and learn from it. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're letting go and you're cutting the cords to it. So I like it. Because then going forward, we've got Lilith. I'm trying to think which friends I've got that now that are Aries. I'll protect you. Lilith, she is the protector. She protects people as they go up against abusive people or people who are pushing boundaries. She gives you that energy, that divine feminine energy to stand your ground and say, you know, roar like a lion. I'm not taking this bullshit no more. And I feel like that is definitely what you're in between. I'm not taking this no more. That is, I'm drawing a line in the sand, cross over that, and you're going to know about it. And I feel like that's good energy to have, Aries. It's like you're just not taking it no more. Double whammy for your power. Oh, love it. Your power is your third eye chakra. It's in the bigger picture of things. And I feel like you're definitely doing that. And healing hands. You know, so there's healing. There's a lot of protection and healing around Aries at the moment. So I do feel like you're healing. And it's like, I'm just going to let go of that. It can't be healed. That don't need to be healed. It's like you writing pros and cons towards like certain situations. But you've got a team. You know, and teamwork does make the dream work. You've got people around you. You're seeing it for what it really is. You know, your third eye chakra is just like, boom. No one will be able to get one past you with this Leo moon. Outside influence, love. Love is the art of everything. Love is at the heart of everything. You know, and it is for you. So it could be relationships, but it's love in general in this reading. You know, it's who you love, what you love. Everyone keeps getting this as the hope or fear, throat chakra. I literally think everybody who I've done so far has got the throat chakra in the hopes or fears. And the throat chakra speaks your truth. You know, it is them boundaries. We need to speak it into existence, especially manifesting. We've got to manifest the boundaries as well. You know, it's all right saying I'm not putting up with that no more, but you've got to do something to do it. Because love is the heart of the matter. Your outcome is the heart chakra. What's best for you? Peace and contentment, the happy home life. I love this. You just want peace. You want contentment. You're not having anyone come in who brings drama in. It's like, yep, this is my safe space. Draw a line all the way around. And if you're going to push past that personal space that I've had, then you're going, I'm just going to let you go. So I like your reading. It's quite strong, Aries. Feels like you've had enough. And this Leo energy is like helping you have enough. So we're on Pisces. Pisces, the secret keeper. What are you keeping secret? What are you keeping down to yourself, you know? But I also feel like the Leo full moon is, the full moon sheds light on the darkest of areas. This full moon could be bringing up some secrets around you, around other people around you. It seems to have a vibe on people. And the secret keeper is my card. I call it my bullshit radar. With the secret keeper, it's almost like you've got this invisibility cloak, and that's your power, because when you're invisible you can see the truth of people's actions. So definitely bullshit radars on, because your power is freedom and guidance. Not power, sorry, the challenge. Freeing yourself from people who see secrets, who give you secrets, who have got secretive energy. I do feel like some of my Pisceans may be finding out some certain truths with this full moon energy, but them truths are going to give you a power to free yourself and to be guided to something better. So if you're feeling at a loss, if it's already happening and you're like, well, yeah, I am free, but I didn't want to be free, you've got to sit down with it and think, well, what would life have been if I didn't find out that? Do you know what I mean? Would you rather know the truth, or would you rather wear rose tinted glasses? Because I feel like this Leo full moon is totally taking them glasses off for you. Why is it coming around now? Karma. So you're going to see other people get their karma, but we also get karma. You know, karma's not the law of everything evil. It's the law of balance. We get what we put out. So there's karmic ties that you're going to be freeing yourself from as well. So you're going to be freeing yourself from anything that's karmic. Karmic relationships, karmic jobs, karmic thoughts within yourself. You know, it's the perfect time now to pay back karmic debts and to go forward. Because in the past, we've got conflict. So it's definitely freeing yourself, unless you're running away from it, unless you have been running away from it and not facing it. But there has been some kind of conflict in the past, whether it be other people or whether it be internalized, because some people, they trigger that internal conflict within us. So instead of healing, or like instead of saying to someone, no, actually, you've done this, blah, blah, sometimes people don't like to speak the truth. So they internalize it, and we can get poorly and, you know, that type of thing, because we've got all that conflict going on within us. At present, you've got soul sisters, so you do have good people around you and good people who can guide you, you know. So I feel like you've got people around you. Use them people, not use them, but, you know, go to them people, even if it's just to hold space, because I always say you should never take on someone else's karma, other people's karmic debts, because then you're stopping them from receiving the karmic lesson. They will just carry on going around in circles. We can't save other people from that, but we can hold space for them. And that kept coming up in the Cancer reading. So maybe there is like a water energy of here of interfering in other people's karma. So who are you saving? Have you been trying to save people and it causes inner conflict because you know what you've been doing? Yeah, because I feel like this Leo full moon, it is bringing up some hurt for my Pisceans, but I feel like it's needed. We have got the heartbreak card, and it's like you don't want to be free from these situations and stuff, but is that better for you to be, you know? And I kind of want to say, stop trying to save everybody. Your power is the 4 elements. It's to gain that balance, but it's to use the fire energy that's coming with this Leo moon to kind of treat yourself like the goddess, the god that you truly are, and get yourself out from that grey cloud. Because if you're in a cycle where it just feels like there's a grey cloud over your head all the time, you need to look at your actions. What is bringing that energy in? Are you around people that are bringing that energy in? Outside influence is the moon and healing hands. So this moon is happening for a reason. It's bringing in a whole lot of healing for you. It's bringing it in abundance. And healing is not always easy. You know, there is going to be tears. You know, I find power in crying. I feel that, again, what we hold within poisons us. Those tears need to come out for a reason. In your hopes and fears, your heart chakra and your throat chakra. You know, your heart chakra is about resonating on a vibration of love. It's about feeling peace and being happy and just doing everything from the heart. The throat chakra is what's needed to be opened in order to get towards the heart chakra. You need to speak. And every single reading, which is getting really freaky now, and if you look back over it, I'm not lying, every single reading has got the throat chakra in the hopes or fears. So this Leo full moon is definitely opening the throat. And if you hold it in, you'll end up with sore throats, tonsillitis, you know, that type of thing. Got to speak the truth. This Leo energy seems to be bringing in an energy of empowering people to speak the truth. It's really weird. I think every single reading I've done so far has had the throat chakra. Your outcome is a leap of faith. And to have faith in yourself, to have faith in the universe. You know, she's walking towards the moon there. But she's had to have that power to push them doors open. No one else. You know, she's getting herself out of that funk, out of that locked tower type of energy, you know. And she's opening the doors and following the moon herself. You've got to follow your own guidance. I like that, Pisces. So, Aquarius. So, the sun, we're in the sun in Aquarius right now. And the moon in Leo. So, how is it affecting my Aquariuses? And the Aquarius energy does bring that inner rebel out in us, you know. Main situation, oh, like it. Divine protection and manifestation. So the divine are protecting your manifestations. And it's like you've got this protective energy. You're in warrior mode, Aquarius. That's what I'm feeling. Your challenge is to not go back into the dark night of the soul. It's okay if you do. That's been doing my head in all the way through these. It's okay if you do, because you pick up that lantern again. We always get back up and we dust ourselves off. But that's probably why I were getting this wounded warrior energy there. So be careful, because it's like the divine are saying, right, it's okay, you do that healing. We're gonna like protect your manifestations. So what's going on now doesn't affect the outcome. So there must be something that's coming up, a wound that is putting you in warrior energy to not go back into the dark night of the soul. So you may be kind of lingering with that dark night of the soul energy. Yeah, why's it coming around now? The root chakra. Where are you feeling unbalanced? Is there an anxious energy around you at the moment, Aquarius? You know, you need to look at where you're feeling safe and grounded. And if you're not feeling safe and grounded, what is it that's going on around you that's making your root chakra feel out of balance? In the recent past, we've got Call of the Wild. So a lot of dream work. You could be doing a lot of dream work. You could be a lot of scenarios coming up in dreams. There could be, you know, insomnia, sleepless nights, that type of thing with the Call of the Wild card being there. A need to feel wild. But a lot of my Aquariuses are looking outer rather than in for certain things. Because at present, yeah, this moon energy is definitely having an effect. And it's healing. So stay with it. If that's how you're feeling, if you are feeling a little bit of a twinge with the dark night of the soul, embrace it. Just go into it. It's okay, because you will come back out of it. And I feel like that's the main challenge, to remind yourself that you're going to come out of it. You know, so now's a good time to do the healing practices, to do the meditation, you know, to use holistic type energies, holistic ways of medicines, you know, that type of thing. The moon is a card about releasing, but it's also, the moon sheds light on the darkest of areas. So you may be shown certain things of yourself that you need to kind of go up against. But again, what they're saying is, the things that you've started, the work that you've done towards your manifestations, that is protected. So it's okay to come away and just work on this, whatever it is that's being triggered. Because going forward, near future, you're free. You know, it's freeing you from it. So there's a need for it to come up in order to free yourself from it. Take it as it resonates. You're going to know what it is for yourself. Because your power is that need for balance. What you're holding on to. Because you could just be led like that. She's holding on with her fingertips. It's time to go. It's time to let it go. It's not, I've got this image then in my head of someone being like dragged towards facing somewhere, and the nails in the floor like, no, I don't want to go, I don't want to go. Either way, the universe is much bigger than we are. It's going to pull us. It's more powerful. Just go with it. Go with it, because you're going to be out of it soon enough. The outside influence, yeah, the secret keeper. So the secret keeper, to me, is the BS radar. And in your reading, coming up against you, I am going to say, where have you been BSing yourself? Where have you been bullshitting yourself? We all do it. We all do it. The Leo full moon is, where have you been bullshitting yourself? What do you need to let go of? In your hopes and fears, if the throat chakra comes out, I'm going to freak because it's come out in every single reading. No, it hasn't. Yours has changed it. The ruins. In your hopes and fears, again, it's like, are you holding on to things that that can't be rebuilt? Within yourself as well, we all grow. And again, it's okay to land on your knees. It's okay to fall to your knees, because that is where usually we make the biggest breakthroughs, when we break down. But she's going for a more natural start. The sun is feeding that seedling. I feel like you could be looking at your diet, holistic things, you know, that type of energy. It's all about natural, your reading. It seems to be very much natural. So I feel like you're going to be drawn that way. Because your outcome is heartbreak. But I feel like you're surrendering that heartbreak, Aquarius. Yeah, tears may fall, and that's okay. Because this moon is bringing around a deep healing for yourself. I'm not saying something bad's going to happen. I'm saying you're going to be looking back at past heartbreaks and dealing with it. Because sometimes we BS ourselves into, it's okay, I don't have to heal that, you know, that type of thing. It festers and it stores. Use this Leo full moon to get rid of it. So, Capricorn. Capricorn with the Leo full moon. Capricorn, Leo full moon, that was quick. Manifest. So you're manifesting with the Leo full moon. And what I would do, Capricorn, is I would try and go to your natal chart and see where Leo is, which house your Leo is in as well, in order to see what you're supposed to be focusing on with your manifestations, because it's different for everybody. What's crossing that energy is soul sisters. You may find with this Leo full moon that it's bringing in an energy of you're going to struggle socialising. I feel like because you've got to work on your manifestations, this Leo full moon, I feel like it's bringing in for Capricorns an energy of, I need a few days to myself. I need to decipher what is coming through with this energy. You know, you may feel your vibration and your frequency literally changing within you, which can cause like nausea. It can make you feel shaky, sleeping a lot. You know, you'll feel it manifesting physical symptoms. Why is it coming around now? Because there's a need for you to be able to trust your gut instinct, your solar plexus. So I feel like this Leo full moon is putting you in an energy of being able to trust your central nervous system, your solar plexus, rather than be up here. Maybe that's where you've been. So you need to kind of take some time out, look at what things are going on at the moment. And it's like, I need to do it myself. I feel like this is an energy of why socialising is going to be a bit of a challenge. So I don't see it as a challenge. Just cut yourself off if you want to cut yourself off. Those who truly know you and care won't mind if you say, I'm going into hermit mode and that is it. I'm just going to be in hermit mode for a little bit and then I'll come back out of it. Because you're obviously dealing with something inner, you know. You may be at a standstill. Yeah, just to say that we've got trapped in the mind in the recent past. So you've got all these ideas and questions and, you know, it's internalised. So I do feel like you're feeling trapped or stuck, you know, like on pause, and that's okay. You need some time to yourself in order to decipher I wouldn't say codes then. So someone may work with codes or maybe downloading codes, but it's to decipher the messages that are coming to you. So when you're around other people, maybe you're getting confused or you're taking on board their energies. And then when you're on your own, it's all like coming full force and there's too much. So it is a period of you working through the information you've got, because at present it's the heart chakra. So it's about what's going to make you happy, what's going to resonate with you, what are you manifesting in your life. So this Leo full moon energy for Capricorns is bringing in like a solidarity, well, I can't even talk, you know what I mean, aloneness, but that needs to be done in order to heal. Maybe you've struggled being on your own in the past, you know, or dealing with things on your own. Maybe that's where you've internalized things, but you're coming out of it, the phoenix. Going forward, it's the phoenix. So I do feel like it's just a small amount of time, a small period in time focused on self-healing brings out that phoenix energy in you. And you're coming back with the wow factor. I like it. Your power in this situation is to accept that guidance. She's going on that journey, but she's going on it herself. But she's being guided towards or by an energy. Do you know what I mean? She's got the spiritual lantern. She don't know where she's going, but she's trusting it. I love your reading. I want to be a Capricorn, I think, this time round. The outside influence is the need for balance. There's a need for balance. Where are you feeling stuck? Only you can tell yourself that. What are you holding on to? You just want to chill out. I feel like maybe it is a period of just chilling out for Capricorns with the Leo full moon. Right, it's getting really weird because the only sign, from what I remember, that didn't get this is Pisces. With Pisces or Aquarius? It would have Pisces or Aquarius. Aquarius, I think. In your hopes and fears, the throat chakra, every single region is getting this in the hopes and fears. These words that need to be spoken, but is it harsh truths to yourself? Because it's almost like in your reading, I'm not wanting to put anybody around you. So I'm not even wanting you to have like conversations with other people. I feel like it's about yourself. And I feel like you need to have this conversation with yourself. Because your outcome is the ruins. What needs to be bulldozed? Everything. Go for something that's more natural. The sun is still shining down on that seedling. She's resting. She's recuperating. She's drained. And that is what I'm getting with this energy. What is draining you? Because either way, you're coming out the phoenix. I like it. So, Sagittarius. What is this Leo full moon energy bringing for my Saggies? Sagittarius. The Leo full moon energy. Karma. So, karma, again, is the law of balance. It is neither negative or positive. It's just the law of balance. Everything has got to be balanced with karma. So it's like you could be sitting there thinking, wow, is this my karma? You could be seeing other people get their karma. It's like the Leo full moon is bringing out a massive karmic energy for you. You've got to see what karmic cycles that you've been on as well. I can hear my cat rumbling somewhere. Yeah, see, your challenge is to no longer allow yourself be drained. Are you putting yourself in these karmic situations? You know, karmic relationships, karmic friendships, they drain the life out of you. Pay that karmic due. You know, it could be, are you draining yourself? You know, I kind of want to say you need to check out the company that you're keeping with that Sagittarius. Because, whilst it coming round, healing hands. And I feel like you need to be around more healing energies. You know, take that as it will. Some people find animals healing. I know I do. You know, when I'm feeling like that, I would rather lock myself in my house and be with my animals. I feel like you need to be around more healing energies, because the circles that you keep, or say you've got 2 circles of friends, you're going to realise which ones are draining, which ones aren't. Sagittarius. So there's definitely a healing vibe coming with this Leo full moon. In the recent past, call of the wild. See, I feel like your inner healer has been being called on, but have you been listening to it? You know, we've got the shamanic dream catcher there working on your dreams. Have you been doing dream work? Have you been drawn to animals? Because that's what I was talking about a minute ago. You know, and animals are the pure healers to me. They're pure souls. Maybe there's a need to be around animals, around nature. Yeah, my animal's definitely doing something, so I can name my son. At present, the 4 elements, it's time to come out of that rain cloud. And I feel like some massages may have felt like there's this constant grey cloud over your head. But as soon as you realise the situations and the draining energies, the karmic lessons, the sun is going to shine on you again. You know, you're absorbing that energy from the sun and the people around you. And we do absorb energy from people around us. Energy transfer is 100% real. I have seriously learnt that. Because going forward, we've got the moon releasing. You know, and the moon sheds light on the deepest of, like, the darkest of situations. And I feel like this is a reading about completely looking into yourself. I'm getting mirror work with this reading. Mirror work, shadow work. So this Leo full moon is giving you the power to do that mirror work and shadow work. Because your power is the secret keeper. Your bullshit radar's on. But I said this in one of the readings. I can't remember which one it is. Where are you bullshitting yourself? You know, it's like the cloak of illusion. She's wearing the cloak of illusion, the cloak of invisibility. So sometimes you don't want to be seen. Sometimes you do want to be seen. But is it only certain aspects of yourself that you want to be seen? You don't want other people to see the other aspects. So is it like, I want everyone to think I'm happy when I'm really not? Where are you looking at that? You know, it's about mirror work. So calling yourself out on your own bullshit is the biggest power you'll ever have in your life. The outside influence to that is choices in direction and guidance. So it's like if you do the work, the universe is going to guide you. It's going to help guide you forward. But you're on this point now where which path am I going to go down? So you've got a path. You've got choice in paths that you can go down. It's for you to decide for which path. You know, turn your internalized compass on. Because the universe wants to guide you down the right path. You're not going to see it coming, you know. It's dark. It's a dark path, but you've got that spiritual lantern. If you put the faith in that lantern, you're going to be guided towards someone or people, you know, that are accepting of you, that you don't have to put a false front on with, you know, especially yourself. Maybe it's connecting you to your higher self. You don't have to put a front on with that. And it's about coming out with this no front. In your hopes and fears, we've got the Queen. The Queen is in a hope and a fear. See, I drew the Queen card as in having everything. But then if you look at her, she looks rather sad. She's there on her own, and it's like, is there a material aspect of this reading? How are you seen? I want to be seen to have everything. But on the inside, emotionally, she looks bored. She looks like she's missing something. You know, it's like social media and stuff. It's fake, innit? People only post the good stuff, really. Unless you're friends with me, and then you probably think I'm an absolute nut job. But it is what it is. You know, your outcome is the root chakra. Finding where your safe place is. Feeling grounded. Feeling secure within yourself. So there's definitely like insecurities in this reading. And that's the karmic path. That's the karmic lesson that you need to kind of embrace and release with this Leo full moon. So it's actually a really strong reading, Sag. I like it. I don't sugarcoat. I will always say what I see for everybody, because there's no point, you know. So Scorpio full moon in Leo. Healing hands. So Scorpio, it's like your inner healer is being activated. You know, you may read tarot, you may do Reiki, you may be just a healing person. What's crossing or challenging that energy is the Phoenix. So the Phoenix being a crossing energy, the Phoenix burns out but always makes a comeback. In what areas of your healing have you constantly been going in this cycle of burnout, comeback, burnout, comeback, burnout, comeback? Because that's where you need to be looking the deepest. 100%. Why is this coming around now for my Scorpios? The throat chakra, communication, conversations, speaking your truth to yourself, other people, listening as well, because the throat chakra is connected to the ears as well. So it's about speaking and listening. But what cycle is of you constantly going around where you've got to burn out and you've got to become that phoenix every single time? Because that must be tiring in itself. So in the recent past, we've got two. The secret keeper and the root chakra. So something you couldn't trust in the past. Do you keep going back to a person or a cycle that you can't trust? Are you trusting in yourself? Do you know what I mean? Because something has put your root chakra off balance, and the root chakra off balance is an anxiety energy. It's I don't feel safe, I don't feel secure. So there could have definitely been a lot of secrets, a lot of you may have found out secrets, lies, that type of energy. Are you keeping something secret? At present, manifesting soul sisters, manifesting soul family. So I do feel in the healing, the cycle with you is about burning out. It's about who you can trust and who you can't trust. Who is staying in maybe it's their cycles and you're being kind of pulled into that, because we do become the people, the frequency and the energy of the people we surround ourselves with, you know, and that's hard to say and it's hard to kind of take on board, but it's true. So you're manifesting people who are going to celebrate your achievements, people who can hold space for you when you're feeling ungrounded. Maybe you've already got people like that in your life who don't mind holding space for you, you know, who will sit with you and keep you grounded whilst you do that work. Because future-wise, we've got divine protection and peace and contentment, that happy home life. So to me, I feel like you are ready to complete a cycle. Rather than burn out, come back, burn out. It's like, I'm not going to burn out from this anymore. It's no longer working like that. Because your power now is that choice in direction. It's to change your direction. You're choosing your direction now. It's time to change that direction. You don't want to be in the same place that you're already in. So I kind of feel, Scorpio, you know which areas are burning out. The outside influence to that is haunted. See, so you might be feeling that it's not that easy to walk away from this situation, or it constantly haunts you. It's always around you. You know, is this situation going to release you? You know, so you could be dealing with someone else or someone else's stuff, but it's them being haunted by their cycles, not you. It's draining, you know, so that is why you need soul sisters, soul family, soul tribes around you at the moment to keep you grounded so you can deal with this. Ooh. In your hopes and fears, if it's, well, it can't be throat chakra because yours has already come out. So what do you want? In your hopes and fears, it's like, I need to get to where I want, because the hand of the divine is saying, what do you want now? Make your mind up and we will give it to you. We will send you that way. You don't have to keep going back round in this cycle. You know, have a little vision of what's in front of you, what you can have. So dreams could definitely be significant, because your outcome is the heartbreak card. And the heartbreak card is something, it's hard to do. It can be arguments, it can be, you know, that type of thing. It's hard to do, but it's got to be done. And you heal from that heartbreak. Yep, we've got Lilith energy now. Lilith. The protector of people. Some of my Scorpios have been in negative situations, especially relationships, because I'm getting like a stalkery energy. So if you need help, the help is there in regards to other people that are around you who want to keep you safe. So there is a safety aspect with that. Not for all Scorpios, obviously not, but I'm definitely picking up on something. You know, what are you leading yourself to heartbreak because you just feel like you're never going to get out of this cycle? Use that Lilith energy, allow yourself to grow, you know, be the serpent. The skin gets too tight, it constricts. Set yourself free. Set yourself free from it and learn the art of saying, no, I don't want this for me. I want to go forward. So, strong energy, Scorpio. I think that's probably the strongest message that's come out while I've been doing these today. So we've got Libra. My nails are too long now. I need new nails. Libra. Leo full moon. Healing hands. See, now we're getting into the end of the signs. A lot of you are getting this. healing hands. So this Leo energy, this Leo full moon energy is bringing you into healing. So you could be healing physically, mentally, you know, that type of thing. But it's taking you towards other healers as well. What's crossing or challenging for my Libras? We've got double whammy. The challenge is to let go. So I feel it's to let go of certain memories. It's to release and surrender with this full moon energy so that you can open your crown chakra and be divinely guided going forward. There's a need to let go. So you could be purging with this Leo full moon, Libras. Yeah, because you are feeling quite drained, you know, different energies and things like that. So where certain people or certain situations, cycles and that, have been pulling on your energy, now is a time with this Leo full moon to go towards people who are going to give you that energy back. So you may be called towards a healer, a tarot reader, Reiki practitioner, healing yourself, holistic practices, you know, looking towards natural ways of healing. In the recent past, Mother Nature. So you've already started looking at something. And some of my Libra females will be going through like Mother Nature things, you know, whether you're going through menopause, perimenopause, hormonal changes, pregnancy, you know, that type of thing. I feel like you're coming into that feminine energy. Men, it is about being grounded, but it's also about being pulled to nature and to the more natural things. And you have hormones too, you know, so hormones are definitely playing a key factor in this reading, I feel. Because at present, we've got the throat chakra. That's just made me laugh because I've just got PMT in my head with that, because I'm going on about hormones and then the throat chakra. So I feel like at present, maybe you're a bit quick off the mark with the throat chakra. And maybe that's why, maybe you're purging in that sense. Because going forward, we've got the soul sisters, which is your soul tribe, your soul family, people around you who, I feel like you're going to be celebrating the healing that you're doing under this Leo full moon. So I like it. But I just kind of want to say, like, kind of maybe tame, leash that inner lion with the Leo full moon, because your hormones may be speaking for you. So just be careful with that. Yours is making me laugh. Your power is... you're manifesting with this Leo full moon. But what are you manifesting, you know? Let's have a look at the outside influence to that. Connection, manifesting connections. But I feel like it's connecting with yourself. I feel like you're going through some kind of transformation within your body. Something's changing. Maybe that's why I keep going towards hormones and things. But I feel like it's about connecting with yourself, and the main energy with the Leo full moon is just tame that inner lion. Just be careful that you don't let your body or your hormones and that speak for you. Because in your hopes and fears, the root chakra, you just want to feel grounded in your own energies. So you may be feeling a little bit off it at the moment, especially if it is hormones. Because your outcome is karma, and what we put out we get back. And I don't want you getting a load of like hassle, or, you know, because you've said something out of line. And I kind of want to say this reading is think before you speak with this Leo energy, and go towards the healing. Take time out, meditate, go for readings, go for Reiki, you know, whatever you find healing. Go swimming. Don't know why I wanted to say swimming, but some people may find that healing. Do whatever it is that you need to do to heal around the body, because I do feel like your throat chakra is going to be speaking a lot. So, Virgo. Yours made me laugh, Libra. That gave me a giggle. So, Virgo for the Leo full moon connection. So, the Leo full moon is about connecting, but I feel like it's connecting to yourself. Who do you want to be? You know, she's meditating in order to connect with her higher self. So I feel like there's, I wanted to say exhibitionist then. Maybe you kind of, you think about what other people are going to think of you all the time. But maybe this Leo full moon is like, I'm just going to be me and to hell with it. You know, so I like that energy that I'm getting with the connection card. What's crossing that energy is heartbreak. So there's a grief energy, Virgo. So there may be, with this Leo full moon, there may be some memories, that type of thing coming up about certain things. There could be dates, there could be someone's birthday, you know, anniversary of a death, that type of energy, anniversary of a breakup. Also about kind of releasing a past heartbreak in order to manifest a new connection. So I do feel like you're coming to that point of keeping myself small didn't work for me in the past. I got my heart broke, but now I'm going to step out my comfort zones and I'm just going to be me, and to hell with who don't like it. Yeah, because why is it coming round? You've got the congratulations card. You already know what you want. It's time to flaunt it now, Virgo, I feel. You've been given your energy wings. It's now time to use the gifts and strengths that these wings carry to provide guidance and empowerment to yourself and others. Your experiences are your qualification. So I feel like it's to use the past heartbreaks. They're your experiences. They're your qualifications. You've got a medal. You know, you won gold going through an heartbreak. Now it's time. It's like, I'm going to flaunt it. Yeah, because in the past, there's been an abandonment energy. So I feel like you've been dealing with abandonment, you know, rejection, abandonment, feeling like you're on your own. I do feel like some of my Virgos did lose someone, you know, very like important to them. So I send you lots of love with that. But as an inner type energy with the full moon, I feel like you've given yourself in different circles, in different scenarios with different people, you've given too much of yourself, and now it's like, no, to hell with that, I'm number one for me. Yeah, because at present you've got the Queen, so it's like I am putting myself on a pedestal, and I can see the congratulations to you is you're seeing your own worth. And it's like, so I feel like this Leo energy is like, it's going to be you speaking your worth, you know, manifesting those connections that can see your worth. Because going forward, you've got the hand of the desire. So the hand of the desire is saying, what do you want? So we can give it to you now. So yours is clear cut. You're cutting through. I love this reading. Your power is karma. So it's to believe in karma and trust in karma. You're not waiting for these people to get the karma anymore, this heartbreak. Well, you may be, but there's no point. There's no point, because you know it in your heart. You've kind of graduated that lesson. You know it's coming round. Your power is to just let karma do its job, you know, and you carry on being the queen and king that you are. Because the outside influence is you're going to hear about it. You're going to hear about it anyway. So there's no point in waiting for it, because you're going to get told about it anyway. So some of Virgos are like kind of waiting on something karmic, but what they're saying is like, no, just go and live your life. Be you know, shine your light. Hopes or fears, healing hands. You know, some of my Virgos are going to start questioning what they do for a living. And it could be your purpose. What is my purpose here? You know, I feel like there's a massive healing within that, within you standing your truth and saying like, no, this is good for me. This is what's best for me. I'm going to do me from now on. Your outcome is your soul sisters. So you've got them soul sisters, them soul brothers, that soul tribe. You know, you've got them people. And now it's about forging connections with more of your soul tribe, you know, that type of thing. Because you're not going to be in situations where people just want you there for what you can do for them, you know, that type of thing. You've got true connections coming in. I feel like it's going to be added to, you know, so you could be being introduced to even more of your soul tribe. I love it. It's all about connections, connection to yourself and connection with other people. You're letting go of darker connections. So Virgo, I love that reading. I shall be a Virgo this month. So I'm leaving you all to it. I'm going to go and watch my program, and let me know with the moon cycles what's going on with yourselves, because this Leo full moon is having a real wavy area for me. So, mwah, I love you all. Bye.